Gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Riding with Jonathan. I'm your host, Jonathan Larsen, cruising around once again, and today's topic's going to be themes, auction themes. So this week I have an event. It's an Oscar theme. So without being there, the first time event for me, but having done several Oscar themes, I imagine the decor is going to be black and gold. There's going to be red carpets. It's going to be fancy. People are going to be dressed in their best. I know I will be, but that is the kind of thing we get from themes. Now, a lot of people are like, should we have a theme? Do we need a theme? The answer is no, you don't need a theme per se. You can have a theme, and then it depends on how far are you going to take that theme. How far are you going to do that theme? Are you incorporating it just like, hey, this is our theme, there's some decorations to go along with that? Or are you asking people to come dressed up in that theme and kind of do more of a, I don't know, a costume party or something like that? So there's different levels of like what your theme could be and how far you can take it. Some events I do, they have a theme, but that's it. It's just that theme, and nobody else does anything along with it. They don't dress up. Nothing's fancier. It's just, hey, this is our theme, and that is that. Now, I will caution you on the ones that I've been to. It gets a little tricky when you start having people dress up and you make it a costume party. Case in point, I had a client who, we had a pretty good event going. Each year we were raising more and more money, had some good sized donors coming in. Hang on, I gotta turn the corner. And then the one year they decided it was gonna be a costume party, a dress up party. And the thing that happened was great participation, first of all. Everybody dressed up. But when you dress up, when people dress up, they're no longer themselves. I would no longer be Jonathan Larsen. I would be the character in which I'm dressing up as. And you think, why would that even be an issue? What's the big deal about that? The issue is that people were so concerned about their costumes and what they were, they did not bid. They were not thinking they were of themselves as themselves. They were thinking of themselves as that character, and they were there for a costume party. Everybody was more interested in, hey, look how good I look, or look at what I'm wearing, things of that nature. So our revenue went way down, like way down that year. And I've seen this time and time again where people dress up like that and it just changes the whole event. That was not second gear. And you don't want that to happen to your event. So be very, very cautious when you do that, that you're not creating something that you didn't intend to. You don't want to take away from your fundraiser event and turn it into a costume party. Because, spoiler alert, costume parties usually don't raise as much as when people come as themselves, they're dressed up, they feel good about themselves, they're having a great night out, and they're there to give. And the focus is on the organization and what the organization can do for people versus, hey, we're dressing up, we're gonna give you a costume prize or something of that nature. I'm not saying it won't ever happen or it can't happen. I'm just saying be careful with that and make sure your focus is right. Because trust me, there's nothing worse than having all your large donors show up and then all of a sudden they're not giving. You're like, wow, that's weird. They gave X amount last year and this year, nothing. And so you don't want that to be the case. So, I'm sorry, they were interviewing somebody on the corner. And But they can be good, themes can be good, everything about them is great. It gives people an idea of, hey, what should we wear, what should we dress, what should we expect when we go in there. The room is decorated, it looks amazing. I love that about it. Just be careful that you don't take it too far, that people have this alter ego where they just change their whole mindset and they're like a whole different person, a whole different mindset of why they're going to this event. So that was my big experience with them. I love themes. I love knowing what it's going to be. We have an event coming up, and it's a kilt event. Well, you know, a kilt event is going to be more Scottish, and you know people are going to be dressed up that way. You can still dress up that way and not take away from the event, because it's not a full-on costume type party, because not everybody's going to have a kilt, not everybody's going to wear a kilt, and so that would be a little bit different. And sometimes, like I said, people have themes, and the only theme about it is that the room is decorated that way, and they just want to keep track of their events year after year, and they can be like, this was our theme this year, this was our theme last year. It's all the same. People still dress the way that they dress for the event. So that is it on themes. There's so much more to cover, but I want to make sure to keep these kind of good paced and not too terribly long. So if you want more information, it's at the end of this video. But thanks a lot. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next episode.